backfield, and you'll see he doesn't get stopped by the first guy. Good, solid football player, Mike. Let's look at it another angle. Dittmer is looking him off. He's looking off the receiver well. Now you see him turn back to Bellini, who's got a step on McLuhan, and it's a good reception by BYU.
First down 10, Colorado 41-yard line, and the Cougars will go back to the draw play, and it's an inside handoff to Salito, and Salito will get 13 yards and a first down.
Well, BYU continues to run the football by trapping. You'll see the guard pulling right there, make the trap. The other guard turns it upfield, and now Salito has got his protector out in front of him, picks up another first down.
And Jim, as usual, the Mislu crew does a heck of a job with the replays. You get every angle possible, and they always seem to be in the right place at the right time. A look at Lavelle Edwards on the sidelines. He's happy now as it's first down and 10 at the 27-yard line. And ball thrown outside to Bellini, and he'll get another 10 yards in the first down. And Detmer is hot. Dion Figures pushed him out of bounds after an 11-yard gain.
Coming out of the slot formation, Bellini just to sprint out to the sideline. He's got Figures beat right there. That's number 29. He's got Long beat, number 17. Well-conceived passing game, though. It looks a lot better than in the first half. We'll see it once again. Long 17 in hot pursuit, but not in time.
And again, when the BYU passing game is going, it seems to get wide receivers open with nobody around them. First down and 10 after the 11-yard gain, and the draw play inside, and the handoff to Mike Salito, and he'll gain a couple of yards, but penalty markers fly all over the field.
Once again, it looked like the BYU center snapped the ball ahead of the count because he saw Colorado jump offside. Now let's see if that's what the officials saw.
Defense, offside, in the neutral zone at the snap. Repeat first down.
So the 5-yard penalty, and Jimmy's great eyes, he saw it. It'll be first down and 5 at the 11-yard line of Colorado. 8 penalties for Colorado for 62 yards, and BYU has been fairly penalty-free with only 2 for 20. So first down and 5 after the 5-yard offside penalty, and Detmer drops straight back to throw. Looks in the end zone and had a man open. Bryce Doman.
He was going for Bryce Doman, but good coverage by Don Figures. Let's look at it. He's going for Doman on a crossing pattern. Now watch Figures, number 29. Just step right in front, get that hand up there, and knock it away.
Figures, a freshman who beat out a 3-year starter at the cornerback spot. Keith Boniflet had been there for 3 years since his freshman year, and Figures, quite an athlete, has stepped into the starting lineup. So second down and 5 for BYU at the 12-yard line of Colorado. Hand off to Bellini, tries to get outside, and he won't get any farther than the 14-yard line. He'll lose 4 as Michael Jones and Alfred Williams were there to keep him from going anywhere.
BYU trying to cross up the defense of Colorado by going on the run on the second down play, but Colorado doesn't buy it, stops the runner for a loss of what, yard or 2?
They'll move it back to the 15-yard line. Tim James also there to force it, the strong safety. Godasan Demas. So it brings up third down and 8 now, and they mark it all the way back at the 15, and Detmer will drop the throw. Looking, got a man open at the goal line. Touchdown, Cutler. Chuck Cutler, a 15-yard touchdown reception from freshman Ty Detmer, and he beat Dion Figures for the score.
Colorado coming with the safety blitz. You'll see number 7, Young, come into the picture, makes the hit, but not in time. The ball gets off to Cutler, and Cutler had Dion Figures beat on the play. Now watch the blitz again. Number 7 coming in your picture right there. Boom. Detmer takes the hit, but the ball is right on target to Cutler for the 6.
So it's 14-13, and Jason Chaffetz comes on for the tying extra point out of the hold of Pat Thompson. Ball is down, kick is up and good. And at 4:16 of the third quarter, it's tied. And to look at the deep men for Colorado on the near side is M.J. Nelson. The far side, Mike Pritchard. Earl Kaufman kicks it away. And it will be M.J. Nelson at the 10, 20, 25. And he'll get up to the 30-yard line. And let's go down to the sidelines to Dwayne Dow with a special guest.
Yes, with Debbie Johnson, Miss Orange County. How you enjoying the game, Debbie?
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm having a great time. Thanks.
Hey, what are you doing as Miss Orange County? What kind of a year has it been for you here in California?
Well, I've been Miss Orange County since May 15th, and I've been doing appearances. I competed in the Miss California pageant on July 29, and now I've been doing appearances this last about a month with the Freedom Bowl.
Well, congratulations. Great to having you light up our Freedom Bowl broadcast, right, Mike and Drabo?
All right, thanks, Dwayne. First down 10, Colorado, their own 30-yard line, score tied at 14, and Eric Bieniemy gets the carry up over the 30-yard line to the 30, to the 32. Let's take another look at that touchdown pass. Detmer to Cutler.
Detmer takes a real hit on this play by number 7, Young, the safety, who's coming on the blitz. Colorado blitzes and they get burned by the ball thrown a little underthrown, but Cutler right there, falling right in the end zone for the touchdown.
8 plays, 65 yards. It took 3:16 in the 15-yard pass from Detmer to Cutler, and we're tied at 14 with 4.5 minutes remaining. Third quarter, 5th annual Freedom Bowl. Second down, CU. Bieniemy up over the 40-yard line, and where they mark him could be close to a first down as Regan Hansen, the inside linebacker, made the stop for BYU.
It was a heck of a job of blocking by the left guard of Colorado, Joe Garton, who really stayed in the face of the outside linebacker, Dwayne Johnson, allowed Bieniemy to get to the outside.
So they'll mark it just short of first down yardage. He needed the 40-yard line, and he's at the 39 3/4. Bieniemy, 28 carries, 131 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And he'll see it more in this game.
He's just not durable, though, is he?
5'6", 190. And Anesi will sneak for the first down. He just needed the 40-yard line. They'll mark it past the 40, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Colorado Buffaloes. A look at the CU cheerleaders who were happy with the 14-7 lead. Now it's tied. We got a football game with 4:26 and counting, third quarter. And Lavelle Edwards is looking for a way to stop number 1.
Several people have looked for a way to stop that young man.
First down 10, 41-yard line of Colorado. Anesi will fake the draw, roll, and had a man open inside the 50-yard line. Tom Stone, the tight end. Well, it was John Perrick, the tight end. Had him open, but he threw it short, and it'll bring up second down and 10.
Well, it looked like he was trying to guide that football instead of just stepping and throwing it. He had the tight end open, but just underthrew him.
Bill McCartney trying to change up the offense, threw on first down that time. It'll bring up second down 10, 41-yard line of Colorado. Score tied at 14 with 4:08 remaining third quarter. I formation, 2 wide receivers for Colorado. Bieniemy on the draw play, breaks inside, makes a juke step, and gets to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4. It'll bring up third and 6. Regan Hansen again on the stop. He and Davis have been very busy with Colorado running inside the tackles. The 2 inside linebackers getting a lot of work.
It wasn't a big deal run by Bieniemy, but just a little nuance of the game. It looked like 2 white jerseys there to stop him for a 2-yard gain. He makes a 4-yard gain out of it.
Third down, a long 6 yards for Colorado. They'll go to the slot back, 1 setback, and Anesi will drop the throw. He's got time now. The pressure forces him out of the pocket. He'll get up to the 46-yard line, but it'll be 4 yards, 5 yards short of the first down. Tim Knight and Mark Neal bring Anesi down, and it will bring on English to punt. Keith English, the All-American punter for Colorado, will come on to punt it away. Mike O'Brien, number 32, the lone receiver for BYU. And English will get it away from his own 35-yard line. A high hanging kick that will hit at the 20 and will bounced down inside the 5-yard line, but it may have touched a Colorado player back out at the 18. And after the 39-yard punt by English, BYU will take over first down and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The ball did touch a CU defender, and so BYU takes over at the 19, though the ball went inside the 5. First down 10, and Detmer will try to run the draw play, and Colorado was all over it. Fred Whittingham tried the draw, and 4 CU black shirts were there to stop him for a 3-yard loss.
Absolutely no place to run for Whittingham. That whole offensive line of Brigham Young was just pushed back, and Whittingham looks up. He says, I don't see any place to go.
They'll mark it all the way back to the 15-yard line, a 4-yard loss. It'll bring up 2nd and 14 for Ty Detmer and his Cougar offense. The freshman quarterback, redshirt freshman, in relief of the starter Sean Covey. And Detmer on the fake pitch will roll, now throw in the flat, and it's complete to the 20-yard line to the big tight end, Travis McBeth. McBeth gets out to the 20-yard line. He'll get back the 4 yards they lost and then a little bit more, and it'll bring up 3rd down and about 9.
Interesting kind of play, Mike, because Travis McBeth was really blocking on Lamar Gray, and then he released him. Gray went in on pursuit on the quarterback, Detmer. Detmer just popped it out to McBeth.
So they'll mark it at the 20-yard line, just past. 3rd down, 9 yards to go for Ty Detmer and his Cougar offense. 4 wide receivers, no tight ends, 1 setback. Detmer drops to throw. He's under pressure, and he's going to go nowhere as he's yanked down by Alfred Williams back inside the 15-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down, and that is the 5th sack of the evening.
Let's watch the rush by Colorado. You'll see number 94, Williams, just blanket Detmer. No chance to get the ball off.
And again, excellent coverage in the secondary. Pat Thompson, number 17, will stand 5 yards deep in his end zone to punt it away. And again, not a very good kick. And the fair catch is made at the sideline by Jeff Campbell, the wide receiver, and CU will take over there, first down and 10 after the 32-yard kick. Just 31 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Well, certainly not all-American punts this evening.
And again, I think you made the point at the top of the show, Jim. Yes, they are all-American punters, but they're now at sea level and not at high altitude. They'll mark the ball at the 42-yard line, where Colorado takes over, first down and 10. I formation, 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. Hand off to Bieniemy. He slips inside, across the 40 and down to the 35-yard line, where Regan Hansen finally pulls him down. 17 seconds and counting. Colorado got 7 yards from Bieniemy. It'll bring up 2nd and 3, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So at the end of the 3rd quarter at the 5th annual Freedom Bowl, we've got a tie football game. The Colorado Buffaloes 14, Brigham Young 14. As we start the 4th quarter, Colorado has changed quarterbacks. They've gone to the true freshman, Darian Hagan, to run the option on first down and 10. It's George Hemingway, the fullback, and let's go down to the sidelines to Bobby Anderson.
He was first a Colorado Buffalo, then he was an Oakland Raider, and then an LA Raider. This guy played on the last Colorado Buffalo team that won a bowl game in 1971 when the Buffs were 3rd in the nation. Cliff Branch. Cliff, you have an interest in the Buffalo still?
Well, yes, Ben, I'm a former alumni, and I have a son that plays for the Colorado Buffalo, so it makes it family.
How does it make you feel to see that Buffalo run again?
It feels great, Bobby. I tell you, I hadn't really seen the Buffs play in a long time, but I tell you, they got a good program going again, and it's good to see them winning again.
Okay, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Bobby.
Cliff Branch.
All right, Bobby, and Cliff Branch, former Oakland Raider.
Could he run?
Oh, could he run? At CU, he was spectacular. So the freshman quarterback, Darian Hagan, his first play, a short one by the fullback, and this time Eric Bieniemy will bounce to the outside, trying to get past the 30. He does, and down to the 27. Brian Mitchell finally pushed him out of bounds. And again, Jim, you've said it before, it looked like the enemy was going to lose yardage, and he picks up a good game.
Real mix-up in the offensive line. Both the guard, Joe Garton, and the tackle, left tackle, Bill Coleman, both pulled. They bumped into each other. That caused a mix-up. The enemy says, hey, I don't care what you do. I'm going to make some yardage, and he does.
Got 3 at 2nd down 7. Ball at the 27-yard line of Brigham Young. Score tied at 14. Hagan fakes, cuts back inside, was trying for the 20-yard line, the first down marker, and he'll be 2 yards short. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Mark Neal made the stop.
Last year, Darian Hagan was picked as the best option quarterback in the country. Highly recruited young man. There you'll see his statistics for the season.
I know Bill McCartney doesn't like to play freshmen, and there aren't many coaches in the country that do. But he's looking for a change up here with the freshman Hagan at quarterback. The eye bone, 3rd down and 2, 22-yard line. Fake inside, looking for the pitch, and Hagan's going to be thrown for a big loss back at the 26-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down and 6, and again, Mark Neal forced from his cornerback spot.
Just great defense by BYU. There was no place to go. Hagan looked inside first, nothing there. Let's take a look. A ride into the fullback Hemingway. Now, Hagan's looking to turn it up. He's got no place to go. There's number 41, Neal, right in his face.
Neal, the strong outside linebacker, was not fooled by the triple option. Big number 41. So we'll get a field goal attempt. Pat Blotto again from 43 yards. And Colorado has too many men on the field trying to get Kissick off. No, it's a fake, and they throw it inside the 20 and down to the 6-yard line. They tried to make it look like Kissick was the 12th man on the field, and Jeff Campbell, the holder, pops up, hits Kissick in the flat, and they get a first down.
Well, take a look at the acting job by Kissick right there, running off the field. Oh, my God, I shouldn't be on the field. No, he turns it upfield. Great deception by Colorado. Got everybody fooled, including us. Campbell threw, well, not a great throw by Campbell, but it's right on target. It's a first down.
He had this announcer fooled, and he fooled the entire 11 BYU players on the field. First down, Colorado. 1st and goal at the 7. Hagan again thrown for a loss, and penalty markers fly. Hagan trying to run the option, and the tackle made by linebacker Tim Clark.
Let's watch the decision by Hagan. Right, doesn't have a chance to make a decision because Tim Clark is right in his face.
But there's a penalty marker down on the field. That was a 1st and goal play from the 7-yard line. Well, it may have been one of those yellow towels from Colorado. No penalty marker. So it's marked back a 7-yard loss to the 14. Hagan on the fake, wants to throw. Going outside, got running room, cuts back at the 10, and squeezes down to the 3-yard line. Freshman quarterback Darren Hagan, and Brian Mitchell finally brought him down.
Here's an example of what speed will do for you, because 55 Hairston had a shot at him, but Hagan just outran him. Now he sees it up, he sees an opening upfield, he tucks the ball away. He thinks about 6 points, doesn't quite get there, but good run by Hagan.
10 yards down to the 3-yard line.
Mike, it really looked like BYU had it pretty well defended, but the speed of Hagan got him to the outside.
So 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Hagan under center, I formation, hits back to Bieniemy. He bounces outside, back inside, and will be stopped. And then penalty markers fly. Scott Peterson made the tackle on Bieniemy at about the 2-yard line.
The enemy looked like he should have been stopped on the 5-yard line. Let's take a look at it. No place to run. He gets hit right there by Davis, breaks that tackle. Now it's Patterson who hits him. Still fighting for yardage, doesn't pick up enough.
So no touchdown, and they'll go to the field goal. A 19-yard attempt by Pat Blotto out of the hold of Jeff Campbell. Spotted at the 9-yard line. Ball is down. Kick is up, and it is good. Michael Brooks Farr, number 3, and 26 Stacy Corley are the deep men as Ken Culbertson kicks it away, and it'll be Corley dropping the ball at the 6. He goes back to the 2 to pick it up, and he's going to be bottled up and be taken down at the 7-yard by Stacy Corley, the sophomore running back. And BYU will start in horrible field position. Tim James brought him down at the 7-yard line.
And Mike, that's really been one of the stories of this football game, the terrible field position for BYU and the good field position by Colorado. You see the fumble, the muff right there. Corley tries to make the best of it, but he can't go far.
So they'll mark the ball at the 7-yard line. First down and 10. Ty Detmer. 2 backs, 1 wide receiver, and his tight end on the near side jumps before the count. Travis Macbeth went before the snap. It'll cost BYU half the distance to the goal line.
You see the score by quarters. First quarter even. Colorado goes out in front in the second, and then BYU in the third. Now Colorado up by 3.
The perfect game.
Yeah, it's been a good one.
Back and forth, back and forth. Jack Gatto.
Dead ball. Encroachment by the offense. Repeat first down.
A lot of Colorado fans in that end zone. And Alfred Williams trying to fire them up. The defensive end. First down. And 13 and a half. And it'll be a handoff to the fullback, Mike Solito. And Solito will get out over the 5-yard line to the 7. Let's go down to the sidelines and Dwayne Dow.
Well, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, Miss California, Miss Freedom Bowl, Christina Faust. And Christina, what's in your immediate future these days?
Well, Miss USA is next month in Mobile, Alabama. It's the 28th of February. And depending on what happens with Miss USA, I'm going to attend Brigham Young University.
So you're rooting for the Cougars here tonight, huh?
Well, I am, but may the best team win.
Miss California, Miss Freedom Bowl, Christina Faust.
There's diplomacy, isn't it?
Second down and 9. This time it's the fullback Whittingham. And he'll get out close to the 15-yard line. About 3 yards short of the first down. Michael Jones, the inside linebacker, makes the stop. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 3 yards for a first down for BYU.
Going back to Miss California, I do love that diplomacy. I'm going to BYU, but may the best team win.
And the Miss America contest is in Mobile, Alabama, where the Mislo crew will be to cover the Senior Bowl. 3rd down and 3. 10 minutes exactly to go in this football game. Colorado leads by 3. And on 3rd down, Detmer's over the middle to his big tight end. Over the 20-yard line to Darren Handley. And Handley gets the first down as Bruce Young brings him down. They'll mark it at the 21. First down 10, Cougars.
You got to appreciate what those tight ends go through. You know, they get beat up on the line of scrimmage. Then they get out for that little turn-in pattern. When you catch it over the middle, as you well remember, Michael, you're going to get hit and get hit hard. And that time Handley did. But he hung on to the football.
Detmer is 7 out of 10 for 85 yards and a touchdown since he's come into the game in relief of Sean Covey. First down 10, 24-yard line. BYU again looking to throw the football, and it's thrown outside to Bryce Doman on the flanker screen. But CU knew what was coming, and Lamar Gray, the outside linebacker, made the stop.
They may have been able to call the penalty there too, but they didn't. Cutler in motion. They made a block a little prematurely, but the official didn't pick it up. But